Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to create an amortization table. For the sake of time, I've already created a template that we can follow along here. First thing that we're going to need is a spot in the Excel sheet where you can input the loan information, such as a loan amount, interest rate, and the number of payments. For this example, we're going to say that the loan amount is $100,000. And then the annual interest rate, let's just say that it's going to be 3%. Since a lot of the loans are based on a monthly payment, we're also going to have to find out the monthly interest rate based on the annual interest rate. And you can just do equal, reference a 3% annual interest rate, and divide it by 12, as in 12 months of the year. For this example, we have a 2-year loan term. So based on the monthly payment term, we're going to have 24 payments. So 2 times 12 months is 24 number of payments. Now going down to the actual amortization table, we have several columns here. One is beginning balance, next is total payment. The other columns are interest portion and principal portions of the total payments. And lastly, we have the ending balance. Starting at the first month, we have the beginning balance. Obviously, this is gonna just reference the $100,000 since no payments have been made yet. For the total payment, we're going to use an Excel formula called PMT, standing for payment. So equal sign, PMT, and open parentheses. First thing that they're going to ask for is the rate. And you're going to reference the 0.25% of monthly interest rate, comma. Next thing that is going to ask for is number of periods. It's 24 periods, as we already determined, comma. Next thing that it's going to ask for is the present value of the loan amount, which is another way of just saying the $100,000 loan amount before any payments were made. So reference that $100,000 and then close the parentheses. And you're going to get a payment of $4,298. Moving on to the interest portion of the payment, do equal signs, reference the beginning balance of $100,000 times the monthly interest rate of 0.25 above here. And I'm going to lock the monthly interest rate of 0.25. So later on, I can drag it all the way down. Another thing that I'm going to do is just so I can stay consistent with the plus and minus sign for total payments, I'm going to change the interest portion of $250 to a negative sign. Now we have a negative $4,298 total payments, as well as an interest portion that's $250. To figure out the principal portion, do an equal sign, reference the total payment, and just subtract out the interest portion to get what the principal portion is. Lastly, we're gonna go to the ending balance, equal sign. Start with the beginning balance by referencing that cell. And then you're going to subtract out only the principal portion of the payment. So it's going to be $4,048 in this case. It's going to give us $95,952, meaning this is the amount of loan principal amount that is left after the first payment. The remaining portion of the amortization table is a lot about just copying and dragging. So beginning balance for the next month is going to be the ending balance of the previous month. Drag it all the way down. For now, it's going to show 0 because I obviously haven't put in any other information on these columns here, but when I finish this, it's going to fill up automatically. Total payment is going to stay consistent throughout the entire term. The only thing that's going to change throughout the loan term is the interest portion and the principal portion. So as far as the total payment, all we'll need to do is just do an equal sign and reference the same payment that we have above. For the interest portion is also going to be the same calculation. So previously we did a beginning balance times the monthly interest rate. So we're going to drag this all the way down. Principal portion is also going to remain the same. The way it's calculated, we're going to still do total payments minus the interest portion. So drag it all the way down. Lastly, for the ending balance, it also stays the same. Beginning balance subtracted by the principal portion only. So you're going to drag this all the way down, and everything else should fill in automatically. Just change the decimal signs here. And as you can see, this makes sense because first of all, when you look at the ending balance, it's a 0, and that's one way to check that you have done this correctly. Another way to tell is that the interest portion and the principal portion changes over time, while the total payment remains the same. And again, the ending balance 0, that's the most important thing to make sure that you have done the calculation correctly.